Salvete omnes, welcome to this video lesson on Capitulum Vigesimum Quartum, chapter 24. Hic in pictura est puer agrotus est quintus, prope quintum, prope lectum, sedet sura est anquila. Alright, sura anquila est, sedet in cubiculo quinti, hic puer est ager, est agrotus. Okay, agrotus, sick boy, puer agrotus, title of our chapter. Interim, meanwhile, quintus lecto tenetur. Quintus is held in the bed, or is kept in bed. Puer agrotus, the sick boy, iterumque super lectum se convertit. Again and again, iterumque, turns himself, se convertit, on top of the bed, super lectum. Nec dormire potes, nor is he able to sleep. Sive in latere dextro cubat, whether he lies on his right side, sive in latere sinistro, or whether he lies on his left side. So sive is kind of a synonym for cell. These mean whether this or whether that. Sometimes you can just translate it or, either or. So it can be like a synonym for out, A-U-T, if you want to use it that way. So whether he lies on his right or on his left. Itaque, and so, electo surgere conatur, he tries, conatur, to get up, surgere, from the bed, electo. Sed pes de nuo dolere, incipit, but his foot again begins to hurt. So de nuo is coming from a contraction of de plus novo, as we see out in the margin. So again or over again, anew, something like that would be a good translation. But his foot begins to hurt again, de nuo. Puer terratus, the frightened boy, pedes nudos aspicit, looks at his bare feet, et quod hoc est, inquit, and he says, what is this? Pes dexter multo maior est quam pes laevus. The right foot is much bigger than the left foot. So laevus is a synonym for sinister, meaning left. And of course, dexter is the Latin for right. Right foot is much bigger than the left foot. Now you might think to yourself, why would that be? And of course, his right foot is swollen, so that must have been the one that got hurt when he fell from the tree. Quintus miratur quod pedes, qui heri pares errant, hodie tam impare sunt. Quintus is amazed because his feet, which yesterday were equal, pares, today are so unequal, so uneven, impares. Tum puer agrotus, then the sick boy, in lecto recumbit, lies back in bed. Villa quieta est, the villa is quiet or calm. Nullus sonus auditur, no sound is heard, ab ulla parte, from any direction, from any side of it. So pars partis, by the way, it can be direction or part in the sense of like side or area. So no sound is heard from any direction or from any part of the house. Etiam aves tempestate subita teritae, even the birds, frightened teritae, by the sudden storm, subita tempestate, in horto silent, are quiet in the garden. At subito, but suddenly, silentium clamore et strepito maximo rumpitur. The silence, silentium, is broken, rumpitur, by the shouting, clamore, and very great uproar, strepito maximo. Nam Marcus in cubiculo suo, for Marcus in his bedroom, quod juxta cubiculum quinti est, which is next to, juxta, the bedroom of Quintus, magna voce clamat, shouts in a big voice, a loud voice, et forum manibus pedibusque percutit, and he strikes on the door for him with his hands and his feet. It's a strange image to imagine him kicking and pounding on the door, shouting out. He's having his little temper tantrum. Quintus, qui tantum strepitum miratur. Quintus, who is amazed at such a noise, strepitus. Siram ucat, calls Sira, quae continuo accurrit, who straightway runs to him, accurrit. Notice that accurrit is just from currit, the base verb run, and then the odd prefix, who immediately runs up to him. Continuo is a synonym of statim, means straight away or immediately. They give you that in the margin. Continuo equals statim. Yep. Sura says, quid est quinte? What is it, Quintus? Putavite dormire. I thought that you were sleeping. Quintus says, mene dormire per tantum strepitum? All right, so there's no main verb, and a lot of times Latin questions will have something like this. So you thought is understood here. Me dormire, that I was sleeping. Per tantum strepitum, through such uproar. Point of his question is, really, Sira? You think I could sleep through that? All right. Quid agitur, Sura? What's happening, right? What is being done is the literal meaning here, but we would probably say what's happening. Sira, quam obrem Marcus si clamat. On account of what thing, or again, you could just say why for quam obrem. Why is Marcus shouting so? Clamat sic. Ac forum tam valde percutit. And why is he striking the door, beating the door so very much, so very hard? All right, and then in 21, Sira says, noli hic mirare. Don't be surprised at this. Don't be amazed at this. Marcus forum frangere conatur. Marcus is trying to break the door. Quod aliter exire non potest, because he is not able to go out otherwise. Said too, quid agis? But what about you? How are you doing? Doletne tibi pes adhuc? Is your foot still hurting for you? All right, puer pedim sibi dolere ait. Puer ait, the boy says that his foot is hurting for him. Valde mihi dolet pes? My foot is hurting me very much. Valde. Ob dolorem, on account of the pain, electo surgere non possum. I am not able to get up from bed. Sira says, tune electo surgere conatus es? Now, conatus es, the two-word perfect passive form for this verb, this is one of those deponent verbs. It always looks passive but translates active. Did you try tune conatus es? Did you try, or have you tried to get up from bed, surgere electo? And Quintus replies, certe surgere conatus sum, certainly I tried to get up. At necesse fuit, but it was necessary, me continuo recumbere, for me to immediately lie back down. Ita pes doluit, my foot hurt so much. Intuere pedes meos, Sura. Look at my feet, Sira. Now, intuere looks like a present infinitive, a present active infinitive, but intueor is a deponent verb, which means it's always going to have passive forms. And if you see for a passive form something that looks like an active present infinitive like this, you know it's the imperative. Passive singular imperatives look like present active infinitives. In other words, they always end in re. So, intuere pedes meos, Sira, look at my feet, Sira. Compara eos, compare them. Antequam de arbore cacidi, before I fell out of the tree, pare serant, they were equal. Nunc pes dextor maior est, pede laevo. Now the right foot is bigger, maior, than the left foot, pede laiwo. And notice pede laiwo, those are both ablative. Pede, ablative third declension, laiwo, second declension ablative. And that's why we can say than the left foot. That's one of the ways you can set up a comparison like that. Maior is the comparative adjective, and then you put the ablative of comparison, pede laiwo. The other way is with quam. If you use quam to mean than, remember that the second thing being compared is just in the same case as the first. So we could have dexter maior est quam pace laivus, or dexter maior est pede laivo, as we do have here in line 30. Okay, continuing in 31, Sira says, Ego no miror pedim tuum aegrum esse. I am not amazed that your foot is hurt, is ill, is sick, something like that. I think hurt sounds best to me in English. Okay, quod de tam alta arbore cecidisti, because you fell, cecidisti, from so tall a tree, de tam alta arbore. Admiror, but I am amazed, te crus non fregisse, that you have not broken your leg, crus. Facile os frangere potuisti, you could easily have broken a bone. And then Quintus says, Quis scit, who knows? Fortasse os fractum est, perhaps the bone has been broken. Nam pedem vix moere possum, sine doloribus. For I am able, I'm scarcely able, the weeks, V-I-X, that's the word for scarcely or barely. I am scarcely or barely able to move my foot without pains, sine doloribus. Okay, and then in 36, Sira responds, Ossa tua integra sunt omnia. All of your bones are whole, are intact, integra. Noli fleri, don't cry. Purum Romanum sine lacrimis dolorem pate decet. Okay, decet, it is fitting, it is proper. And then pati, the infinitive, means to suffer, to endure. It's proper for a Roman boy to endure or suffer pain, dolorem, without tears, sine lacrimis. Quintus replies, Non fleo et si dolorem gravem patior. I'm not crying, even if I am suffering grave pain, serious pain. Tristis sum, I am sad, quod mihi necesse est, because it is necessary for me, intus cubare, to lie inside. Dum alei purri foris ludunt, while other boys, alei purri, play outside. Consolare me, sira, console me, comfort me, sira. Consider hic juxta lectum et loquere mecum. So consider, sit down here, hic, next to the bed, juxta lectum, and speak with me, loquere mecum. And notice here again, consolare, and then also loquere, are both these singular imperatives for deponent verbs. So they look like present active infinitives, but it's just singular commands. Console me, consolare me, and then loquere mecum, speak with me. All right, continuing in line 42. Sura juxta lectum ad latus puri laevum concedit. So Sira sits down, concedit, next to the bed, juxta lectum, at the left side of the boy, ad latus laevum puri, and she consoles him thus. Eumque sic consolator. Noli tristis esse, don't be sad. Quod hic intus cubas, because you lie here inside. Imo, no way. Laetare. So there's another of these passive imperative forms. Be happy, laetare. Te non inclusum esse in cubiculo, that you have not been shut in your bedroom, ut fratrem tuum, as your brother, or like your brother. Nec Marco licet cum aliis puris ludere, nor is it permitted for Marcus to play with other boys. Okay? And Quintus says, Is non agrotat, nec dolores patitur. He is not sick, nor is he suffering pain. So he's like, okay, well, maybe he can't play with others, but he's not in as bad shape as I am, right? So don't compare me to him. Sira then says, Et si valet, certe tergi dolores passus est. Even if he is healthy, et si valet, certainly he has suffered, passus est, pains of his back. Okay, that's a little euphemistic. Dolores tergi, pains of his back. Well, we can guess what pains of his back means. This is referring to the pains from the whippings he got from, I think he was whipped by his father the day before and twice today by the teacher, right? Okay, Quintus says, Est ne verberatus Marcus? Has Marcus been whipped? Cur ei non licet exire? Why is it not permitted for him to go out? Quid factum est, postquam frater meus domum rediet? What happened, quid factum est, what was done, what happened, you can say for that. What happened, postquam frater meus, after my brother domum rediet, returned home? Omnia ignoro. I am ignorant of all of it. I don't know anything of what happened, right? Dum hic solus cubo, while I am lying here alone, nihil noscere possum. I am able to learn nothing. Et si omnia scire cupio, even if I want to know all of it. Okay, so he's like, please, Sarah, tell me. I want to know something that's going on. Well, that gets us down to line 51 in the end of section 1 here. So I hope you have learned a few things in this chapter, some of the new vocab words, and certainly we keep seeing these passive imperative forms, so be aware of those because they look like the present active infinitive, but especially if you know they're from one of these verbs like patior or consolor or locor or so on, these deponent verbs, then you know that it's got to be an imperative, right? Even if it looks like an active infinitive, because all of these kind of verbs always have passive forms. Right. Valete omnes, usque ad proximum tempus.